So I just took my Jeep through a mud hole, blew up my engine. Now we're gonna tear it apart and see what it looks like inside. We're gonna get our first glimpse into where the carnage went down. We're gonna have a look at the cylinders as soon as we remove this cylinder head. We've got these big head bolts we gotta take care of. We've loosened most of them. We'll finish it up and then lift the head off the block. There we go. Probably not gonna want to use that bolt again. Whatever. You got it? Yeah. Well, so the two rods that went through my oil pans were cylinders 1 and 6. And you can see they're filled with muddy water. This is the rod that made a huge hole in my pan. That's some muddy goodness right there. If you look at the rest of them, they weren't unscathed either. There's a little bit in each of them, but not enough to destroy the connecting rods. The fun part will be taking the oil pan off and seeing some carnage. We can just kind of jimmy them. Oh boy. A little bit of water got in, but not much. What do we got in here? A chunk of metal. Not much in the pan besides that hole and that big old gaping hole there. But have a look at that. Just snapped right off and left the pistons just sitting up in the bore. So we're gonna flip it and see how the cylinder wall looks. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's not good. Have a look at that. There's plenty of rust from all that standing water, but I'm not seeing any scars on the wall. Cylinder 1 over here looked very similar. Everything looked in okay shape. Piston tried to compress water, it couldn't. So the connecting rod bent and then snapped, and then the crankshaft kept spinning and spun the broken half of this right into the oil pan. That's why it locked up. That's why it hydrolocked. This looks like nothing more than a hone job and some new rings, and we're pretty much good.